lining up to kick off and get this one started. He'll bring it out. And a really nice job by the kick team to get down there and make sure they limit that return. This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. Breaks into the open. Brought down at the 25 after he picked up 10.
And, man, you don't have to be a great play caller to give that guy the football, right? Like, feature him. The offense goes through him. You've got to love this running back. And he just finds a way to make those chunk plays like he just did, setting the tone. And, Palmer, sometimes the defense, they need to see.
Might have a chance. He's at the 40, the 20, inside the 10. Touchdown, Auburn! Excellent pass by the back on the option.
And as a coach, you're just hoping your offense can take the field on the first series of the game and create a little bit of momentum, get into a rhythm. How about that running play? Hitting a home run early in this game. You know that's got the sidelines all juiced up.
That one bounds through the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. Might be calling a hot route. Here's C.J. Carr to throw. He's got him. Good call, good execution as they move the chains and they have a first down at the 38. He's starting to get in touch with his inner Joe Montana as the Irish are moving the ball up top.
And I think that's always the question with the Irish every year is who's going to play quarterback. We know their brand and we know who they are, but are they going to get ballers at that position? Are they going to get a great Ian Book, a great Brady Quinn? That's the next step. And if they find that guy, Notre Dame can do everything they want to do and be great in college football.
They'll send the back in motion. Looking for a man. It's Carr. Caught over the middle. It's Graham. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down.
Well, they execute the in route. How about the arm strength by the QB? That was an absolute bullet on that completion.
Got a little grass. And he just kept running, and he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Fighting Irish.
And that is exactly what they wanted to see. They talked about bolstering their speed at the running back spot. They said this guy could do it. And you get a good glimpse of it early in this football game. Palmer, there's one thing to talk about speed. It's another thing to talk about speed. And that guy takes off, erases some angles, and makes the big play early.
It's so true, David. There's so many really good running backs in the country that can make people miss, but when we see them get into the second level, they always get caught. This guy is a little bit different. And now if you're on defense, that's a big alert. You know, hey, if we don't tackle him, if linebackers miss him, if safeties miss him, and this guy gets in the second level, he is taking it to the house. There's a lot of pressure now in this defense.
Snags it and he's open. Made a defender miss. And they'll spot it at the 45. That's good enough for a first down.
That's what's so scary about this offense. They've got guys in the perimeter that can change the game in one single play, and you saw it right there. Too much speed on the perimeter to create that explosive play.
Fights off a defender. And a nice run there before the defense finally makes the stop.
Well, it's plays like that that'll help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. If you can have that kind of success on first down running the football, it just opens up your entire playbook moving forward.
Looks as if he's going to run it. Several defenders there to get him on the ground.
You know, I really like this QB running the football because I know he's got a lot of speed, but he's not the biggest guy in the world. So he's not going to be able to break a lot of tackles. You really got to do a good job of trying to scheme ways to get him out in more space.
They're working that left side. Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short.
On that third down play, they're just trying to get it to him quickly to see if he can do something with it after they catch. But this is a defense that takes pride in their ability to tackle in the open field. That was a fantastic job of routing to the ball carrier inbounds and getting him down, now setting up fourth.
They'll go with Washington. He's got enough, and they roll the dice on fourth down, and they keep the drive alive.
Yeah, when you're in plus territory on 4th and 1, I don't think the quarterback was ever thinking about coming off the field.
I wouldn't be surprised if the QB convinced the coach to go ahead and do it from the way it looked.
100%. That's coach. We got this. Absolutely. We want more points. We got to go for it. I believe in my guys. The players always try to go for it.
Brown wants to pass. He lets it fly. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it. Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. The run inside. It's Cobb. And just wedges it ahead a bit before he's brought down.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
Quickly complete. Finds a crease at the 20. He's finally stopped, but not before he takes it into the red zone. They'll mark it at the 18. And the Tigers will line it up on 1st and 10. Running the red zone. It's Cobb. They get him on the ground, but not before he drives it to the 10-yard line. And with that last carry, into triple digits, over 100 yards for the day.
And he's showing you power. He's showing you speed. He's showing you make you miss. He really is showing you he's a complete back. And by the way, it's still the first half.
Going to take a shot on 2nd and short. Takes the easy one to the back. Touchdown, Tigers! Hauled that baby in and then strolled into the end zone for the score. Can these guys just score from anywhere out there? After that drive, it sure looks that way.
And that's what separates really good offenses from great offenses. When you're backed up in a bad position and you can still fight your way out and go get you a touchdown, that's a great drive by the offense.
Fielded in the end zone. It's Porter. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. They'll try to put something together, backed up a bit, starting at their own 13. Takes the handoff. It's Mobley. Not a lot of room there. Give him a couple to the 16. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. He'll run it again. Here's a little room there. A little more space. Open up that playbook even more as they pick up the first down out to the 30.
That's a really good-looking physical run. I'll tell you, when you think of Notre Dame football, too, you think of all the great coaches they've had, Eric Parsegian, Newt Rockne, Lou Holtz. Those guys would love what they're seeing right now. 3 yards in a cloud of dust, wearing the defense down, running the football when they know you're going to do it. This is Notre Dame football.
Fires into traffic, intercepted. That's the end of the quarter, and Auburn has the lead. And we've come to the end of one, and let's take a quick moment to catch up on the stats. Lots of time left, and we're ready to get back to it and open the second period. First play of the period, first down here. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Cobb. He had to fight for a couple down to the 33.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down, the defense thinks you might be running the football. You still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. Off the play fake. And the quarterback will be slung down back at the 43.
And I think that time he was trusting his pocket awareness and his arm a little bit too much. You've got to remember, you're one of the best athletes in the country playing the position. If you see a crease, you just got to take off and get it.
The volley cheers going on high, and here comes the Thunder being shaken down on 3rd down. A shot toward the end zone. And good coverage there to knock it away and deny the score.
Well, this is a disappointing drive for the offense, considering where this drive started in their opponent territory. Now you're 4th and long. You've got to be better throwing the football in those types of situations.
Kick is in the air. That thing was down for a while, but the big bounce carried it into the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. Here comes the Fighting Irish out to get this drive started. Things got off to a good start with a touchdown on the opening drive and then quickly went to pot with a pick on the second one, and now they'll see if they can find the middle with this 3rd possession. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Throws to the tight end. That's caught. It's Flanagan. And he gets it to the 45-yard line, and that'll be a first down. Here's Carr to throw. Got his man on the right. Gain of 8 yards on the play. He's too short of the first down. Notre Dame lines up quickly. Tight end in motion. See how the D reacts. All down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down. And under the watchful eye of touchdown Jesus, the Irish are starting to roll on the ground.
Starting to get that big physical ground game going. And one thing you know about Notre Dame traditionally over the years, offensive line play is always great. They're always making holes, and they're always playing super physical.
This Notre Dame offense carving it up. They're working with another first down. Looking downfield, it's Carr. Just too much of a rush, and down goes the quarterback just behind the midfield stripe at the 49.
And they got to protect their quarterback better up front. They got to give him a little bit more time to make some damage down the field. But look at this. Here they go. No huddle, back on the line, make the defense communicate. Maybe you can catch him sleeping.
He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up.
I'll tell you, I just don't like throwing wide receiver screens against press man coverage. Receivers are not great blockers, and they just couldn't get it done there, and as a result, the offense actually loses a couple yards.
And we might as well state the obvious. First and second down didn't work out. 3rd and very long. Throwing, Carr. Looking to the big tight end. Complete downfield. Just what they were looking for, a huge explosive play, and they're inside the 15 at the 13-yard line.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown, but that was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm, and what better way than converting on 3rd down. Awesome job by the quarterback getting through his progression.
Notre Dame comes to the line, that last completion giving them a fresh set of downs. There's a trick. Got some room, headed to the goal line. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Notre Dame. Looking for the tie with the extra point. And they did tack on the extra point, by the way. Knocked it right down the middle. So it's an 80-yard drive. And the capper came on the run to the end zone from the 13. going to bring this one out. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. Brown will throw it. The screen, he's got wheels. He'll get it out to the 25, not bothered at all being backed up, and they've got a first down. They won't have time to run another play, and we will take it to the 2-minute timeout. They'll snap it from the 25 here on first down. Here's a give to Washington. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
And man, it's nice to have a guy that is just better than your guys. And no matter what play you call, man, how about him getting in the backfield quick, penetrating, using his quickness, and using his strength to get him to the ground. That is a ball.
Wants to fire on second down. Fires one high and deep. Pulls it in on the right. A huge play there, and he has them set up and in business at the 30.
Who needs a 2-minute offense when you're this explosive? This offense creates the big play, completely flips the field position right away, now in a position to go ahead and score points before the half.
Running inside. It's Washington. Maybe some room here. Into the house. Touchdown, Auburn.
And that is exactly what you want from your offense. Man, late in the half, you want to execute and then punch it in physically on the ground, take the lead going into the half, take all the momentum. Nice execution on the drive by that offense.
He'll bring it out. It's Porter. That is a decision he will likely regret. He brings it out of the end zone, and he's knocked down at the 10. Yards in front of them as they start the drive at their own 10. On the run, it's Mobley. Turning it on! The 50, the 40, at the 20. Slippery slide, find his way and ran away from the crowd into the end zone. Touchdown, Fighting Irish!
Just hand it to him and let him do the work, man. Over 100 yards on the first half. That big, explosive play. That will do it. That will get you almost there. When you can hand it off to a guy like this and he can take it the distance, it makes play calling for an offensive guy, it's so much fun. It's easy. Hand it to him, he gone.
They'll pull in the squib kick inside the 15. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Brown wants to pass. Catch in the middle, it's Washington. Good, solid pickup on that one. They've got it out to the 40, and it's first down. The Tigers want to crank the tempo. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Dumps it off in the flats. Hit and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. The hurry up now, second down, clock ticking.
Well, the defense didn't have a lot of time to celebrate that last big play because here's the offense right away back at the line of scrimmage, ready to roll again with tempo.
They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49.
And man, guys, we talked about this guy coming into the game, right? He's good, and he can catch the football. He can make plays. That's his first target on the day. And I think the defense is just as surprised as we are, but the offense definitely got to get this guy more involved.
Well, he didn't have a whole lot of time to get rid of that one. The defense was all over him right after the snap. No wonder that thing fell incomplete.
Behind the chains now on second and long. Back to throw, time running short in the half. Intercepted, big play, stops the drive. Just a short return, but that would have been icing on the cake. They've got it first down at the 42.
Not all DBs make the play at the end, right? They can bat the ball down, they can be in position, but they don't really secure the football. Great job by the DB securing the football and forcing the turnover.
RPO complete to open the drive. The Fighting Irish call their first timeout. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. And that's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
Knocked away at the last minute, and that is precision defensive back play there.
Well, the offense is trying to go downfield and be aggressive. I think that receiver has got to do a better job fighting for the football. He just didn't really put in a great effort, and that's what helped the defender swat it away.
Stepping to the right. Got his man. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. One more snap coming before halftime. Again, it's Carr. The throw to the outside is complete. As we close in on halftime, a timeout is taken here. They'd love nothing better than to add a 3-ball here before the break. He'll have to generate power and some accuracy. A 50-yarder from the left hash. No good. And here in the third quarter, it is still a tie ball game. And that'll do it. Here in the second quarter, halftime has arrived, and we head to the studio. Just about set to get this second half underway. Coming out with it, it's Porter. That's the kind of mistake that throws off your game plan. Come out of the end zone and you're stopped at the 8. Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. First drive of the second half, always fun to watch. You see what type of tweaks were made at the half. There he goes! Out to the 32-yard line before he goes out of bounds, and that's the way to give a little start to the drive. The Irish, after ripping off a huge chunk on the ground, will try to keep Big Mo rolling. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. Just willed his way for a couple out to the 35.
Man, I go back to him again, too, man. I mean, just the big play, the play before, and they say, why not? Try it again, get it to their running back, try to create some space. Better job by the defense being gap sound, coming downhill, not letting him break tackles and make a big play.
The give, it's Mobley. And he doesn't find much running room, a short gain on the play.
I think that was an example of the offensive coordinator trying to help out his quarterback. He's trying to keep these third downs manageable. You know, you throw the ball on second down and it's incomplete. Now you've set up third and long, and now you're set up to fail.
And the deflection by the defense brings up fourth down. Offense staying on the field, they'll hurry up on fourth down. Fourth down, Carr. Makes the catch and he's free. He's brought down, but not before he picks up the first down and a gutsy call to keep this drive alive.
That tells you a lot about their confidence in this quarterback. Fourth down early in the game on your own end, and you go for it, but when you make decisions and throws like that, it's easy to see why.
Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance.
The offensive line has got to give him at least a little bit of time to survey the field. He had no chance that time, getting hit almost immediately after he got the ball.
On the ground, it's Mobley. And he didn't have a whole lot of operating room after the juke, and he stopped for a short gain.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Now facing a 3rd and long. Gets it out fast. He steps out of bounds, but he's got enough for a first down.
If it ain't broke, don't fix it. This offense had so much success in that first half, so in the 3rd quarter, they come out, and the quarterback looks like he's still dealing. This has been a really nice drive. That was a really nice throw. Just keep doing what you're doing if you're on offense.
Beautifully thrown ball. Terrific catch, and they'll have the first down.
And you talk about just being a pain in the butt. This guy, he can just scramble, move, throw it on the run, and his ability to extend the play was the reason for the conversion right there, Paul.
Yeah, and David, I like the idea that he kept his eyes down in the field, right? With his speed, there's a lot of guys in his position that would have just taken off and tried to go get it with their legs, but he gave the play a chance. He allowed the routes to develop and let everybody work the scramble drill to find a big-time completion.
He works his way all the way down to the 3, and the defense is reeling.
This is the most important part of the field. What you did to get down here means nothing. Nice job by this defense, staying confident, staying aggressive, and forcing a 3rd down and goal.
Wants to adjust the pattern. Here in the gun, 3rd down. Here's Carr. And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15.
If I'm the offensive coordinator, I'm thinking about chipping this defensive end with running backs. I'm leaving my tight ends in to help this tackle because we cannot block him. He's already got 2 sacks.
It's good. Easy call for the ref. And guys, after the field goal, now they have the lead.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. They'll get this drive going from the 17. Brown will throw it. Oh, he's ready to take a shot. Snags it down the right side. Carried it all the way down to the 35-yard line before they finally got him stopped. They just dialed up one big play. Let's see if they've got another one on 1st and 10 from the 35. Here's a give to Washington. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
A lot of times you see these defenses, man, they pull the run blitzes. They understand the formations. It might be a run, play the percentages, and then you got to deal with the big defensive tackle inside. So more bodies near the line of scrimmage. Everybody's got to pick him up, but they didn't block the most important guy, the big fella right in the middle.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. Trying to pick up a 1st down. Third and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Working a little foot magic on the sidelines, and it'll be enough for the 1st down.
There's a reason 3rd down is called the money down. What a great find by the quarterback. Great job finding his receiver. At the end of the game, you look at 3rd down percentages. It tells a huge story, and it goes a long way in deciding who wins a football game.
Here comes 2nd down, and this crowd is turning it up a notch. Could be an out. Headed to the end zone. Touchdown, Tigers. And with that one, they jump on top here in the 2nd half. Lining up to tack one more onto that lead.
Nice pitch and catch. This receiver and quarterback have done this thousands of times. Finds the open man, throws a strike. The receiver does the rest, gets into the end zone.
The ball bounces through the end zone, and it will be a touchback. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Here's C.J. Carr to throw. Looking to the big tight end. Makes the catch. It's Flanagan. They finally get to him. And what a play there to pick up the first down.
I know one of the things this offense takes a lot of pride in the passing game is they feel like they can attack every area of the field. They have success when they throw it outside, but they're really good throwing to the...
Got it in stride inside the 20. And he scored! Touchdown, Irish! Did not take long to get into the end zone. Now let's see if this gets this offense to hit overdrive.
Yeah, we may have a situation here. We might have points, more points, and more points. You keep putting drives together like that quickly, chewing up that much yardage, defenses are going to have to get something figured out.
And he knocks the extra point through the uprights. The returner will field it and try to set up his offense in great field position. He's tackled, brought down right at the 25-yard line on the return. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. They'll try the right side. Got room at the 35. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a first down at the 43. Big chunk play to start this drive. Now they'll really try to take it to this defense. They get him down, and that'll be the final play of the third period. Guys, we've come to the end of the quarter, and Notre Dame has the lead. They're sitting in a strong position here with the lead. Let's take a look at our game summary. One more period to go to see who can make the winning plays and come home with the victory. It'll be second down as we open the final stanza. Brown wants to pass. Caught in the backfield, it's Cobb. And they pick up just a few on that completion. They were able to make the completion, but he had to pick his way for just a little bit. Needed a little more help to spring him for some yardage.
Yeah, if you're going to have success when you throw it outside like that, you're going to need some more blocking and better blocking downfield. Give the defense credit, though. They were able to rally and made a tackle.
Throws for the tight end. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a fourth down.
Normally, I would say fourth and short on your own side of the field, you punt the ball away, but we're in the fourth quarter, and they need to keep this drive going to win. I say go for it.
Down a possession here in the fourth, and they'll need to convert on this fourth down. He's got it. First down and more. Crosses the 30. He's got a lane. Touchdown, Tigers. And they grab the advantage, taking the lead here in the fourth. The Tigers are back on top.
Man, this is wild. Late in the game, we're seeing two heavyweight fighters trading blows. The offense scores their last time out. This offense now scores a touchdown here late to get the lead, but there's time left on the clock. Can the defense step up here and make a stop to preserve this win?
They'll grab the squib kick just inside the 10. Notre Dame comes onto the field ready to go to work. This certainly hasn't been their best day, but there's no time for mistakes now. They have to execute if they want to snatch this thing from the fire. This time they stop him behind the line of scrimmage, and boy, that has been rare in this one.
And sometimes for the defense, it just takes one play, right, to create some momentum. Obviously, this guy's been eating them up. He's got over 100 yards rushing on the day. But finally, David, they get something positive here in the run game defensively.
But you kind of know that coming in. He's going to get his. Such a great back, and he's had a great day. Need to put more plays together like that right there.
Grabbed in the middle. It's Flanagan. That'll be enough for a fresh set of downs. He gets it to the 32. Notre Dame right back to the line.
Come on, defense. What are we doing? I mean, you can't miss this guy. He's like literally the biggest dude on the field. That time, complete.
Snags it, and there's running room. And he was off to the races, and he gets it to the 45. Notre Dame coming to the line with another first down. They've done a really good job identifying mismatches, and they find one out of the backfield there.
Reese, I really don't think it's that hard. My guy is better than yours. Find the matchup across the field. Running back's got some speed. Get it in his hands quickly. Throw it to him fast. Let him make somebody miss against a slower guy that's usually a linebacker.
They got 3 on the last pass. Here comes 2nd and 7. Here's Carr to throw. Finds his man. It's Gilbert. He steps out of bounds, but he's got a first down on the play. Notre Dame comes to the line. That last completion giving them a fresh set of downs. The run inside. It's Williams. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Quickly to the tight end. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup. Coming to the line, looking for that first down on 3rd and short from the 29. To the air. It's Carr. Fakes to ground. Oh, look out, the ball's free. And the ball will bounce out of bounds on the fumble. Notre Dame once backed up near its own goal line, now on the move. Oh, he's got some space. They'll get him on the ground, but he takes it all the way down to the 10.
And how about this drive this offense has put together, man? You're kind of backed up. You just want to get some good field position. Now they've converted the sticks, moved the ball down the field, now set up 1st and goal, a chance to continue their physicality, own the line of scrimmage, and finish this long drive.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Throwing, Carr. Now moving to his right, looking for anyone that's open. To the end zone, and is picked off. Down in the end zone. The big play there, and the defense gets the stop. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. They'll keep it on the ground to keep this clock moving. Makes it past the marker. Building momentum, picking up a chunk of yardage, moving the chains out to the 34. It's a 1st and 10. They're going to ride this running back. There's some room. Ripping through the defense. All the way. Touchdown, Tigers.
And it was so important for the offense to come up with a touchdown there and not kick a field goal. You're trying to put this thing out of reach. And that touchdown puts so much pressure on their opponent now with less than 2 minutes to go.
And they did tack on the extra point. Fielded in the end zone, it's Porter. I imagine he's going to get an earful on the sideline after bringing it out of the end zone and being knocked down at the 11. This drive will commence from their own 11-yard line. Carr. He's taking a deep shot late in the game. Makes the catch down the right side. Able to work it to the 39-yard line, and that'll be a first down.
And this QB has been on top of it. He's made good reads, you could tell, taking care of the football, put up a lot of yards. He's over 350 on the day now.
And he throws his third pick of the day. His head has to be spinning. Nice pickup on the return, but more important, they got the takeaway, and now they're in business. The Tigers sending out their offense ready to get this drive started. So the defense can't stop the clock 3 times here, so they can't just kneel on it. Need to pick up a first down and protect this lead. Auburn to the line in a hurry.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
Goes to the option. He'll toss it. Snuffed out behind the line of scrimmage, and we have not seen much of that. What a day he's had so far. The Fighting Irish called their first timeout. And they'll still have 2 timeouts left for the rest of this game. Powers through the defender. And they'll stop him after a minimal pickup. Notre Dame will now use its second timeout. And they'll still have 1 timeout left at their disposal. On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. Wide open downfield. That'll be a first down, and the last one they'll need as they're going to get the victory in this one. The Tigers come to the line with a new set of downs. Going to the run, it's Cobb. Give him a pickup of 2, now 2nd and 8. Defense takes a timeout with 30 seconds remaining. They'll be perfectly content to go right back to the ground here on 2nd and 8. They go right back to him. Shakes off the defender. They get him corralled, but he carries it all the way down to the 7-yard line.
You got to be impressed by how you've seen this offense finish in this football game. They've been scoring points in the 4th quarter, just got a touchdown on their last drive, and there
he's going for the goal line, and he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Tiger. He scores for the 5th time in this game.
And you knew this one was over already, but how about an exclamation point to go with it? Another score for this offense. They've had themselves a great day, and the stats just continue to pile up.
He'll bring it out. It's Porter. Pulled down at the 18, and the decision to bring it out of the end zone was not a good one. A little bit backed up to start this drive from their own 18-yard line. Here's C.J. Carr to throw. He's open on the right, and they'll get it to the 39-yard line, and they'll move the chains. Notre Dame lines up quickly. It's a lost cause, but they keep fighting. Down he goes. Can't get the throw off, and that's going to do it. Guys, this is a type of signature win that can set the tone for the future of a program.
And this is the crazy thing about college football with 18 to 22-year-olds. On any given day, anything can happen. And, David, you got to give this team so much credit. They played with their hair on fire and got a tremendous win.
And to keep the belief, to understand, I've got a chance to come in and win this game and not just give us lip service. They told us this could happen throughout the week, but they believed. Even when it got a little difficult, got a little up in the air, they kept fighting, they kept believing, and they get the huge win.
That's going to do it for us here. For David Pollack, Jesse Palmer, and Holly Rowe, I'm Reese Davis. This has been a presentation of EA Sports College Football.